Oh yeah. Oh, 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 oh. Woohoo! Party on, Garth.
Hello.
Party
Yeah, I
on,
can hear
Wayne.
you.
So, I'm writing the rule book for this game. I was thinking of ways to make shields more valuable. And no matter your skill level, if you're using a shield, your parry ability goes up 15%.
That's a lot.
What do you think about them apples?
Well, a shield doesn't contribute to armor class.
There is no armor class. Shield is basically a weapon.
Yeah. Yeah, there is no armor class. Your armor reduces the amount of damage you take.
Mm-hmm. So instead of like keeping tracks of armor points with a shield, just when you're using it, improves your parry ability.
Yeah, that'll work. It's got to be good. It's got to be good for something. So you try to figure out a way to work it in there, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep, an improvement. I've decided that if you improve your skill, you just get a flat 10%. You don't have to roll the dice to see how many improvement, how much it goes up by. Just 10%.
Yeah, because what's your parry based on?
Parry is based on the weapon you're using in your hand at the time. If you don't have a weapon in your hand, you have to use your dodge to avoid a blow. Otherwise, when you're parrying, you're using your weapon in hand to parry.
Is a parry a written skill, or is it?
No, it's your swords. It's your weapon skill.
It's your weapon skill.
Attacking and parrying is the same thing.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, so with the shield, an extra 15, that's a lot.
Mm-hmm. It'll make you want to use a shield now, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Because if you got
I'm just gonna on the back end.
If you got a sword, say you got a sword of 75 and a shield plus 15, that gives you what? A parry of 90.
Yeah. Yep.
So it means you can block a lot of shit.
Until you lose your sword.
Or your shield.
The shield, you just lose 15%.
Yeah, but you can still parry with a shield even if you drop your sword, because that's a skill.
Yeah, but telling you what's your shield skill? 25% because you didn't improve it.
Yeah. Well, my shield skill is 62.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Hello.
Ozloff, the walker. You got a completely black screen, not even an icon. Are you going to go iconless today?
I dropped the camera. We'll get it back in a second. Hello, everybody. How are you?
Yeah, because I got rid of the shield because it really gave me no benefit.
Yep.
Ah!
Yep. Careful, Mark.
But
I need
if
a
I
bigger table.
had kept it now, it would have been a benefit to me. But so
I'm
so
watching you, Mark. There you go. You're back alive again. Ah, nice. Just a little emblem. Is that Traveler?
Yeah, that's the Traveler book. He has one.
I got one. I can't understand it, but I have it.
It's okay. Neither can I. I don't have one.
roll 2d6, 8 or better with modifiers. That's Traveler.
Oh, Jesus Christ. What a mess. There we go. This is the stupidest camera in the world. There we go. I'll do.
Yeah, you got a crappy camera.
I'm having enough trouble figuring out Gamma World, and then you throw Traveler on top of everything. Like, what are you doing?
I don't know if I would use. I mean, I could use. Actually, to be honest, I looked at the retro clone for Traveler Cepheus engine, and I thought it was actually pretty good. I thought it was a better version of Classic Traveler than Classic Traveler is.
Okay.
So I have that.
I think I got confused with the. I can understand it a little bit better now. The 0 level skills, and then plus, I think I got like It was like weapon skill, and there was like 20,000 options. It was like, you what now?
Yep. In Classic Traveler, you have a 0 skill in all weapons, just as a default.
Mm.
And people without training have a -4 to their rolls right off the bat, which no one ever uses. But generally, NPCs are going to have a -4 if they're not trained in their weapons. Because the Traveler character, you're supposed to represent a rough and ready space adventurer who's been around a bit.
Who's had many, many different jobs, possibly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I liked all that. But I think I remember doing the character sheet, finally figuring it out, and then, like I say, I don't know what character sheet I was using, but yeah, it was like weapons. There's shipboard weapons, hand-let weapons. That's even worse.
I love this game. I fucking love this game. I know it's worse.
I need to be a math professor.
Space combat shit, but it's got a great gear list. Got a great gear list. And I like its vibe, which is, I don't know, fucked up, badly edited. It's all that.
It's sort of late 70s, early 80s crunch.
Yeah. Now my version of it, my retro clone that I'm rewriting, I've taken, instead of like what you've got 10 to 12 attributes, I've whittled it down to 6.
That's better.
So, why wouldn't you?
I have a tiny brain and maths hurts, so if it gets too complicated, I put the book away, lock it away, and bury it in the garden.
Well, that's why I keep on coming back to Chaosium's BRP, because it's simple and intuitive. Everyone knows rolling a 60% or less what that is. You know your odds right there when you're trying to do something, and it's completely customizable. You can add shit like sanity, sanity points, magic points, power points. Whatever your characters can do is whatever the game master really gives you for a skill list, right?
Yeah. So is very customizable that way. You know, you can set it in any era from Bronze Age to Space Age, and it'll
Yep.
cope
Yep.
with it.
And I think it'd be fun. I never used Super World. I never tried using supers with it, but
No,
I don't know how it holds up when it gets to that fucking power scale.
yeah, I think maybe the start and the end's a bit weird because you start off, your character can't do anything, and then you're going over the hundreds. It's like, well, I can only fail if I roll a critical fail or something in some of them.
Yeah.
Which was a worry with Clockwork, to be honest. I was like, hang on, people are getting skills close to like, I have a source skill of 99. It's like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Start spending those improvement points.
Image. Let's see if I got an image to start us off today. I also I didn't know if you caught it. I just put up the first draft of the rules for this game.
Yes.
And I think you like some of the aspects of the combat system. Would you say so myself?
I've downloaded it, but only just before this, so I've not really looked at it, to be honest.
Yeah, no. I just put it up. How could you? Right? How could you, man?
There we go. Got my dice, got my drink, got some to eat, got the character sheet. Yes, we're all set.
But some of the things I've simplified.
I think for me, combat has always been a tricky one. I think as a player who's actually involved in the combat, it's not too bad. But as someone listening, combat is horrific.
You mean BRP's combat is horrific?
I never had a problem with BRP. I know there people say like low level stuff. It's like whiff, 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 whiff. I can't hit anything. But in other games, because combat is such an important part of role playing games,
Yes,
it can get very, very grainy, very not mathematic, but there's a lot involved in it sometimes, and it sort of can just go on. My God, I just want to stab this guy, and it's taken me 4 rolls. I've used 16 abilities. It just goes on and on and on.
I feel that I keep combat moving as realistically a brisk pace as we can. Do you feel the same, or do you feel my combat's lag?
No, yours is fine. It's mainly a D&D thing, to be honest. But
yeah, it is, and especially with the let's bash D&D again. Let's bash new D&D.
I never played it, but let's bash it.
Yeah, well, I can tell you about it. There's a lot of character bloat. You got a lot of hit points. You'll have a lot of abilities. I'm going to do this and that and that. And then the other goes, well, I'm going to take my bonus action to do this or that. And this, it's what's your dex rank. It's time to go. It's time to fucking roll, brother. But I am going to, something new that is now going to be added that we haven't done before is I like rolling for initiative. And initiative is rolling a D10 and adding it to your dex. And that's your dex rank for the round.
Okay.
So it's not always the same. You can roll shitty and the other guy can roll good, and initiative can be swapped that round.
See, typical me. I've got a brand new character sheet and I've got it dirty already.
Well, I agree with the fact that dexterity should contribute to initiative.
Yep, and then throw in a
some kind of way
for some variables, right?
Yeah, I think it was a complaint of Cthulhu because you get the it's the same order all the time.
Yep, it gets repetitious. You can you can start planning, and there's in combat's unpredictable. Combat is fucking unpredictable. So that's going to be added.
And you can really do it. You can really do it with any dice you want.
Yeah, but I figured the 10 is going to be the
that'd be
sweet spot. But you could use a 6, you could use a 4, you could use D100 if you want, if you want it really swingy.
But Dex fit. I mean, 10-sided dice fits in better with your dexterity that was created on 18 points or less.
Yep.
So it fits into the system better.
I agree. Let's see. Anything else that would be changed? The 4 phases of combat. We roll for initiative and determine dexterity ranks. Then we go to missile combat and magic, and then movement, physical action, and hand-to-hand combat. So I've just put missile combat gets to go before hand-to-hand combat.
Okay.
That's how a rank. That's how a hand goes,
missile,
or a turn goes.
missile before.
Those are the
Melee.
turns in an order, or orders in a turn.
Yep.
Order of the turn.
And a critical success is 10% of your skill, rounded down. So if you have 80 in your skill, 8% or less is your critical hit.
Okay.
And player characters and important NPCs can score critical hits. Mooks, your average NPC cannot. So you only have to worry about critical hits being dealt to you if you're fighting a important NPC. And none of your guys' combat skills are above 100 yet, right?
Oh, I'm way off.
No.
Okay. That'll get exciting. Also, Mark, you might appreciate this. When it comes to awarding experience points, if you make the roll, I'm just going to give you a flat 10% instead of rolling a D10 or a D6 to see how many points you get. No?
Okay.
No, what? Just because you're playing an old man doesn't mean we have to move at an old man's pace.
But I am an old man in real life as well. I don't play characters, I just play myself over and over again. I'm not that well-rounded.
Yep, and your well-rounded characters are in a 3-wagon caravan. On your way between Garad and Nav Derek. Week's journey, winter. There's a trail that's regularly used, but with weather, it frequently gets covered over with snow, and that definitely takes some navigational skills. We have a team of guards, right? Were they 3 of them? Yeah, 3 or 4 of these guys, ruffians, giving you a hard time.
The wagon master had a word with them.
Yep.
Because they were trying to steal our
Smooth
princess.
things over, and you have the princess with you, and I guess there also is some other people just traveling with the caravan, peasants,
Merchants.
with their wares on their back. Do you guys have horses or no? I don't think you bought any horses, did you?
Nope.
So the only horses in the caravan are the 6 draft horses, 2 teams of 2 pulling the 3 wagons. Shaggy ponies. And it's the morning of the 3rd day of your trek. No, not morning. I always like evening better. Time to think about a place to camp. And the merchant, did we give the merchant a name?
Not that I remember.
Okay.
But I
Let me check.
I'm going to pull up a PDF where I can roll random names. I probably didn't because we were coming to the end of the session.
I can't remember because I know we talked to him, but I can't remember.
If
he had a name, I can't remember.
It was night. I think it was nighttime when we talked to him.
Yeah.
And you went and did some gambling, and
yeah,
you let them win so they wouldn't rob us in the middle of the night. And so we got back on the road. I don't believe there was for the head merchant. I don't believe he's been identified.
Okay, I'm going to identify him for us here. I've got some tables to roll on for a name. Zothian names. Oh, yeah, here we go. Rolling a D20. Someone roll me a D20.
HUD. His name's HUD. HUD.
No, we're not using HUD. We're not using HUD. Nor Floyd or Marlene. Wanza. His name is Wanza. The merchant's name is Wanza. And the head guard of the crew that he has hired besides you guys is Vix. The caravan guards accompanying him. There's 3 of them. There we go. And Wanza is anxious to get to. There is a fort or a steading along the trail. Fort Kinway. And he's anxious to get there because that'd be a great place to stop. Take care of the horses, have a meal, maybe sell some of his salted fish. Farmers and lumberjacks are predominantly live here. They don't farm so much in the winter, of course. But lumber is probably their biggest trade item.
Okay.
And from the south, crossing your path in the rear is a troop of, looks like 6 hunters on horseback. And they approach and they're waving their arms and stuff. Whoa, hey, hail, hail. Merchants crossing the route for Laverdak in the kingdom of Ulav. And they put their horses in a gallop, and they pull up to chat with the caravan with you guys. They you notice they got a couple of wolves over the backs of their horses. They say they've been out hunting wolves. And one of them's talking to Wanza. And then Wanza comes back and says, they say they have been having a big wolf problem this winter. And that we should, step it up. And we're going to get off the trail and actually start heading kind of due north instead of another, 3 miles or so before you get to the turnoff to go to Fort Kinway.
Do the wolves look like wolves? They're not like super big or anything. Okay.
Yeah. But then they said the hunters say that the land of Chief Eric has been just swarmed with wolves, and it's not safe to be out at night at all. and that many of the local farmers have moved into the fort because of that. They've had to abandon some of their farms because they would be under constant attack from wolves.
How
Do they
long-
know? Oh, sorry.
How long would it take it from where we are? How long is our travels to Fort Kenway?
About an hour. A shortcut.
Okay.
They get off the they want to get off the trail down to a frozen creek and follow that alongside that. It'll bring us back to Kenway.
Is the
Just cut off a leg. Instead of doing an L, you do a direct line.
the caravan with the wagons going to be able to traverse that trail?
Yeah, you're not in. There's not a lot of forest here. You're in mostly plains. Rolling hills. To the north, you can see the mountains and forest near the mountains. Yeah, it'd be the mountains of Karak, but they're like 75 miles in the distance.
Do they know what's driving the wolves down? It's not. No.
Witchcraft, black magic.
Food,
Have they had any issues with
Spirits of the
the?
dead unhappy with their encroachment on their lands. Who knows? They got a lot of superstitious nonsense that they're battling back and forth what they think it is.
Have they come across any of the hillmen of Natla?
One of them has. About a month ago, he was out tracking wolves, hunting wolves during the day, and he came upon some very large footprints, very large strides, and then he followed them a bit to find out what they were, and then he's like, oh my god, the tales of the Natal hillmen are true. These guys are 7 feet fucking tall, and he slinked away.
Okay.
So Oslov, should we take the take the escort route with the hunters,
I think we should stay with the caravan.
or stay on the road?
Wasn't Wanza going to the Fort Kenway?
Mm-hmm.
Let's stay with him.
So the merchant wants to stay on the road because it's a sure path.
Yeah, I'd rather stay with. No doubt, I should regret this, but Osloff would prefer to stay with people he knows a little bit more than random wolf hunters.
Well, don't say we didn't warn you. And the hunters head off. Northeasterly direction. You guys are heading east. And the wind picks up and it starts to snow. And you get to the turn to head north to Fort Kenway when you hear south of you. I guess, yeah, let's say the south of you, you hear the howls of wolves. And the merchant's like, ooh, time to get these ponies moving, boys. And the peasant merchants following along, they're like, oh my god, we must hurry. And everyone's getting a little brisk stride going now.
Double time.
And so we come over a bit of a rise with some patches of trees and cots. Maybe even a view to your west of a frozen stream that meanders towards the fort is when you can see like the shadowy forms of wolves behind you. And they're definitely closing rapidly. And it sounds like a lot of them.
There, can we see the fort in the distance yet? I know.
Oh, yeah.
We're only an hour away.
Yeah, no, you see the fort. You're close to the fort.
Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get in the third wagon and ready my bow.
Okay. And the guards, they jump into the front of the wagons and take the reins from the drover. And it's like, we got to get moving and let the devil take the hindmost. And they start cracking whips. And Wanza is like, don't tip the wagons. I don't want to lose my load. And the group of, like, I guess 6 peasant merchants traveling are all like, let us on the wagon, let us on the wagon. And Vixen's like, no, you weigh us down too much. And the wagons start bumping quickly towards the fort. Kozlov, what would you like to do?
I'm going to stay with the peasants, the peddlers, and what have you.
Okay.
Just get out.
There's an ungodly amount of wolves.
And
the
just give you a heads up.
Just giving you a heads up.
That's fine. I love doggies.
You love the wolves?
I love the wolves.
Okay.
I'm going to yell out to Oslo. Mount a wagon. Come. Mount the wagon with me. The wolves going to get you.
The peasants are running. They are running. So you're not standing still. And yeah, it's like a horde. A large horde. Innumerable amount of wolves. So I've never seen anything
the wolves
like this.
are going to get you. Mount the wagon.
And the first one of the first guys with a backpack is starting to tire, and a couple of wolves streak out ahead of the pack, bring him down. Ah! Like 6, 7 dive on him. 6, 8, 12 maybe even. And his screams are silenced quickly as his body is ripped apart, blood everywhere, limbs, and the rest of the horde keeps on moving.
Run faster!
And let's see. I guess I got to make a couple of ride rolls for the wagons.
Can we assume the princess is on a wagon?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. We are assuming that. Yes.
Cool.
Okay.
Leave him behind.
Wazna, he's pretty good. I'll give him what's his skill? Let's say he's 80%. And there's a 90.
Jinx it. Oh, he's really good. He's great. He's brilliant, this man is.
And then one of his wheels gets stuck in a snowdrift. The other 2 wagons, 65 with the warriors, guards driving them?
Yeah, we probably should let the drovers keep driving.
We don't trust them. And they get a 36 and a 20, so they go right on by their boss. It's every man for themselves! There's nothing can be done against a sea of wolves such as that.
Damn, that's a guy.
What are you going to do? Sorry, you're in the third wagon. Are you going to stay in it?
Yeah, I'm staying in it. I ain't messing with these wolves unless they catch up to me.
Okay, they're trying to catch up, but they'll get to Oslov's group first. Do you want to take any shots at them?
No, I'm going to head towards.
No, I was asking. Sorry.
Oh, sorry, big one.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I'm taking shots.
Okay, you can get. Let's say you can get off. You can shoot 2 before we got to decide something else.
Okay. 77. That's a hit.
Okay. Roll damage.
2 points of damage.
Okay. And you can take another shot.
Miss.
Okay, Oslov, you're coming quickly upon Wozna and his drover, and they're trying to push their wagon out of the snowdrift.
To me, or
I'm just telling you, you're coming like you're running with the pack of peasants,
Mm.
and you're coming to Wozna and his stuck wagon. Him and his drover are trying to push it out. And they're like, "Help me, man! Let's get the wagon going again."
I will help. Try and get the wagon
Okay.
back on the path.
The
And I will encourage the other peasants to help.
it doesn't take much encouraging, and another 8 to 15 go flying right by you after the peasants, and you're getting the wagon going,
Mhm.
and the horses are screaming and kicking, and Wozna says, "It's no use, and he gets out his droving knife and slashes the reins and jumps on one of the draft horses and starts skedaddling.
You damn coward! And I will
There's
shake
too
my fist
many
at
of
him.
them. There's too many of them.
And then I will turn to anybody of the peasants who are around me and go, "Look, search the wagon for oil, anything flammable, quickly!"
I didn't understand a word
Sorry.
you said.
Oh,
Good
role play.
accent, though.
It's
You
just
sounded like
no point in role playing. I don't know. Well,
No.
mechanically, I will ask the NPCs around me to quickly search the wagon for anything flammable. So
It's
we can-
packed. It's flammable, I guess.
even it's just the wood of the actual wagon itself.
Well, I guess there are torches loaded up in the wagon for setting up camp, lanterns and torches. But the majority of the wagon is, and all three of them are the same, is filled up with salted fish.
Yeah, well, I will instruct them to start throwing the fish at the wolves, and then start a fire with what flammables I have, be it oil, torches, the wagon itself.
Okay, and where are you going to stand?
At the moment, I'm in the wagon, just ripping stuff out. Throw the fish at them.
Some start doing that. One of the other peasants gets calming down the draft horse to get it moving, so the wagon starts moving again. And a couple of wolves attempt to jump into the wagon, as others go up ahead and try to tear at the flanks of the draft horse. So let's roll some initiative. Roll a d10 and add it to your dex, and that's your dex roll. I'm going to just roll for the wolves.
19. 21.
And my dex is 19. 16 and 3.
19. One of the wolves leaps up and grabs the forearm of the guy next to you holding the torch, and he's pulled out of the wagon, and he goes beneath a bunch of wolves screaming in agony.
Robert!
Ripped apart. And the other one jumps at you and tries to bite you and do the same and misses, but gets into the wagon with you.
I will scream and cry out for Robert, who's just been attacked by the wolves, and then I will bash the wolf with my short sword, or short sword even, spinebreaker. 54, is that 54 or 34? 54. Oh no, 100. Damn it!
Oh, you got 100?
I critically failed. Yes.
Yes. The first critical failure of the night.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm here all week. Thank you very much. Thank you.
What happens is it's not you, Olaf. It's the cart that hits buried boulders under the snow,
Mhm.
and the cart goes boom up, and you're flung with all the salted fish and several peasants.
I'm gonna die smelly.
Make an athletics roll to see if you escape damage.
Okay. Athletics. That is what's bloody athletics. 50. 26.
Okay, you managed to roll with it.
Oh!
Deep in the snow as what the wolves are attacking other peasants nearby, and the draft horse is a big prize. There's a lot of them on that as the horse is vainly trying to keep on moving forward. What would you like to do? Sorry, what would you like to do? You guys have gotten to the gate, clamoring for the gate to be open. And some of the hunters that you encountered are up on the wall saying, "Open the gates for them! They're travelers!" And it's just like a stockade. It's a stockade fort on a slight rise. Wooden, it's all wood, palisade with the spiky tips and stuff. And the gate opens.
Okay, I'm gonna. Is Osloff at the gate?
No, he's still a good. I don't know. Let's call it 70 yards.
Okay.
70 yards is how many meters?
Okay, I'm going to jump out of the wagons as the wagons go in the gate, and I'm going to cover him with my bow as he is able to run towards me.
Okay, take a couple of shots.
As if there's any wolves pursuing him.
They're closing in. Well, actually, yeah, right now they don't see him because he's buried in snow.
Okay, well, he'll get up anyways.
Oh, yeah. Or maybe not. I don't know. Oslov does a lot of strange things.
I rolled a 37. So.
Okay, that's the first one. Roll damage.
4.
Okay.
Is that the one I hit before?
No, there's so many. It's hard to pick them out.
Okay.
And you can shoot at the same one or a different one.
Same one.
Okay. Feather them with 2 shafts if you could.
See if I can bring one down. Oh, that's a miss. No. Yeah, that's a miss.
Okay. All right. Oslov, what is your intention?
You said there was it a stream or river nearby?
Yeah, the same. It must be the same frozen creek that the hunters said that they were going to ride along to get to Fort Kenway.
Oh, so is it deep enough for me to get under the water, or is it just a trickle of?
I'm going to yell to Oslov, run to the gate, run to the gate.
I can't outrun a wolf.
I got you covered.
Yeah, I mean it's a good sized creek.
I will attempt to get to the if that's near, I'll attempt to get to the creek and dive in.
Oh God, it's cold. It's fucking cold.
I've not had a bath in 6 months.
There you go. And your intention is to travel up the creek because the creek comes through the fort. It's like their water source.
Oh, okay. Yes, exactly. That was my plan all along.
All right. Sorry, they're going to close the gate.
All right, I'm going in the fort.
Okay.
I will listen to the other peasants that I couldn't save be ripped apart.
Yep. That'll
I
include the head merchant too.
Yeah, and he was supposed to pay us.
Well, his purse is probably on him and in his cart.
Yeah. Mark where he fell, so we'll go back to that later.
Yeah, we'll go get paid later.
And I will drift down the creek, going underwater if any wolves come close.
When you get to the palisade, there's a grill, an iron grill that blocks further entrance. But there's men on the wall. They're firing bows at wolves. One of them sees you and throws, "Take the rope, man, or you're doomed."
I shall take the rope.
And after the wolves finish butchering the horse and the other peasants out on the plains in front of the fort, they retire.
Typical Generation X. Do a bit of work and then they're retiring already. Jeez.
I'm going to run up to the top of the wall and pull Osloff over.
Mm-hmm.
What were you thinking, man? You're jumping in the darn river.
I'm not important. It's the princess. She has to be safe.
Yeah, I got the princess in the fort.
Yeah, I guess she was in the other wagon. One of the other two.
Someone had to stay behind and try and help the others. Did anybody else make it back? Harold, Gwen? Did Meredith make it back? I was quite keen on her.
Nope, I think it's Vix and his 3 henchmen.
Those
And you
damn
guys.
bloody guards are cowards.
Yeah, but we still got our skins on us, and we're breathing, aren't we? The sturdy walls between us and the wolves. Not the poor peasants out there, nothing but carrion and corpses.
The man who paid your wages.
Yeah, but perhaps we can barter with all this salted fish that is now in our possession.
Oh, I suppose there's a silver lining to every cloud.
And Chief Eric pushes his way through the crowd of his men that are surrounding you, and he's like, "Hail, what is all of this? You're lucky to have your lives. It's not safe to travel through Vulav. It's cursed, I tell you. Cursed."
Thank you for your shelter, but I was wondering, could I go and get somewhere warm? I'm bloody freezing.
Well, hospitality is not easily given in these dark times. And then,
surely it is better to make friends in these dark times, allies.
Well, we only have so many mouths to feed. We already have so many mouths to feed. What do you offer? Who let these men in?
We bring you all this fish.
That gets his interest. Fish?
Fuck the gods. Yes. Bring you salted fish.
Salted fish. Yeah, Chief Eric says the salted fish is good. You can stay within our walls.
I leave.
Vic starts haggling with the merchant. I mean, the chief. I'm the chief son of Eric, and he's a big burly guy. He's got wolf skins on. Eric has bear skin. Now I've got short sword at his belt.
I will go off and find a fire and strip off and start warming myself up.
There's a fire right there, pretty close. This is kind of like a square. Call it the square as you come through the gate, and the guards do have a fire there, a nice roaring fire. One thing around here is wood. And Eric is pleased with the load of fish, salted fish. He tells the guards to take the wagons into the into the stable, bring a bunch of bags of salted fish, and it's time to head up to the hall. There's feasting to be done.
So did 2 wagons make it, or
2.
2? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Enough haggling in this cold, Vix. We'll do that. We'll do the proper. Near the warmth of my hearth. All are invited.
All right, let's go in.
You notice that Eric's son Barrick is notices the beauty of the princess, and she walks on past.
Oh dear. So Eric is the chief of the fort. Was that right?
Yeah, yep. He's probably in his 40s.
And Derek,
Full neck, very round. Still has strength in his upper arms. But has definitely been sitting by the hearth more than he has been on the trail over these past years.
And Derek is his son. All right.
Varric with a V.
Oh, Varric. Sorry, beg pardon. Varric.
And and his son is a hulking man.
Who's got the hots for the princess? Is it Lalo?
The hall is also Eric's house, but it's got a big, 2 double doors that open, made out of logs. It's a log. All the homes in here are logs, unless they're kind of like yurts or teepees with skins.
Mm-hmm.
Quite a few. A lot in, a lot of the like the temporary shelters, the yurts and the teepees are all jammed in places where normally you wouldn't have them. They're like in the alleyways and the streets, and everyone from the countryside has been driven to the Fort Kenway because of the scourge of these wolves. It's as if they're being driven like an army. Never seen anything like it. The feasting hall is wide, wooden beam construction, shuttered windows. Wooden. I mean, they're not even windows, right? They're either open or closed. Or they're closed. Big hearth, roaring fire. In the middle is made out of stones. I don't know what you'd call it, but maybe like a smoking pit or something.
Okay.
They roast things over it, A lot of root vegetables and beer. And Eric's says, if you agree to help man my walls, you guys can stay here as long as you like. I would not try to leave until the spring comes. It's too dangerous.
That's not really going to work for us, is it, to be honest? Because this is still autumn now, isn't it? Or sort of end of autumn?
Sorry? Say that again.
Are we at the end of autumn, or
The end of winter?
You're definitely at the end of autumn. You're midwinter.
okay?
Maybe
So
2 to 3 months before,
spring.
would start.
Well, Oslo, we could stay here for a few days. Because we have some pay to receive and some things to get up. We left outside. and get ready to travel south. What should we tell Eric?
Do we have to tell him anything? We stay, help, and then we'll leave. He's not my leader.
But his son had eyes on the princess, so the longer we stay might cause trouble.
What does the princess want to do? What does the princess want to do?
I want to marry Oslaf. He's such a hunky man.
No, no.
Sorry, princess. I've told you before.
You're more like a house guard. I'm just going to do a 50-50 roll. 50 or less, she wants to stay. 51 or greater, she wants to leave as soon as possible to see her father. 61, she wants to leave as soon as possible, Oslaf. We can't stay here. My father, he's so close. Which is not true. It's kind of like 3 weeks away. A 3-week journey before you get to Lamu. I can't stay here with these heathens. See the way his son is leering at me. If we don't leave soon, I'll be wedded to that pig keeper.
I suppose we could start a rumor that's telling people that you've got the pox.
What did you say? A movement of what?
A rumor that she's got the pox.
Plague.
Yeah,
Plague.
just keep scratching yourself. That'll do it. I don't know. Yeah, I'm happy to stay a couple of days just to see if we can
re-up on supplies.
Yeah, get the lay of the land.
And wait for the
beer is pushed on you. Drink up. Today you live because of Fort Kinway. Otherwise, you would be dead.
Well, in the morning we have to retrieve the body in the wagon of Merchant Wanza. When it's safe to go out the gates.
The princess does not want to sleep on the floor of the hall. Give me accommodations. To you two guys.
I'm afraid, Princess, I've got to stop calling her princess. It's probably a bit of a red flag. I'm afraid we can't. We just have to. You have to bear it for a while. You don't want people knowing that you're a lady of class. They may start getting ideas.
Okay. Well, I guess you'll lean against one of the walls of the hall in a huff, casting about for skins to throw on the floor. And but the feasting will go on well into the night, and then the regular people will be ushered out, and some of the higher ranking officers, warriors of Fort Kinway, crash on the floor, snoring, drinking their boozy dreams.
There's no more signs of wolves, no more howls, no more.
No, not this evening. The sun cracks over the Carrick Mountains. The wind has died down. There's no snow. Overcast day. And Varric's standing there in the hall, and he goes, "Okay, it's time for you guys to earn your keep. We need to shore up the defenses to the west wall." And he throws you guys each a shovel.
I will take a shovel.
And Varric goes, "Are you any good with that bow?" "Sorry."
Yeah, but I could use about 4 arrows.
"We've got plenty of arrows to hook you up with. We've got arrows and barrels on the walls. But that saves you from the back-breaking labor of shoveling snow today. And what the issue is that the winds pile up snow against the outside of the palisade, and it heaps up. And if they don't shovel it away, it would be easy for wolves to run up and right over the wall.
Okay.
So he wants you with a couple of other archers to be on the walls to protect the shovelers. We're going to go outside the perimeter.
I'm gonna tell Varric, can we send some people out to that wagon?
Oh, yeah.
And get that in?
He's going to send a couple of his guards out there.
Yeah, because
I think we want to do it.
we escorted that
farmers, dirt poor farmers that come and haul the salted fish away because there's salted fish there.
Yeah, and the wagon's full of supplies, and we escorted the caravan, and we still expect to get our pay from that for the surviving.
Oslo, you see that group of 2 guards and 3 peasants heading towards the destroyed wagon, the upturned wagon, 75 yards away from the walls.
A bit too late now.
No, what do you want to do? You're picking up what I'm throwing down. I want to give you an opportunity to make a decision.
I will suddenly rush out and head towards the last place I saw. I've got his name now. The
Wasna?
the wagon master.
Oh, okay, yeah, because his body, he would have been thrown clear like you were from the wagon.
So I would rather get his money before anyone else does.
Very good. We didn't have an agreed on price, did we?
No, we didn't. You can let the soldiers stuff have the wagon and get that.
But Wasna has a coin purse on him. It looks like around 70 to 80. We call it 78 gold crowns.
One's my dear friends. As I pat him down and go, the wolves have barely left any. Oh, your gold purse. Right, stick that in my jerkin. Oh, my friend, my poor friend.
Yup, his throat's ripped out, genitals mutilated.
Kinky.
Yeah, they're the soft parts.
Does he have anything else with him of value? Rings, necklaces?
Yeah.
Comfy socks.
He's got a silver necklace.
Silver necklace
around his neck, and some gold rings.
I'll say 2 gold rings.
So let's see. Value of these rings.
Quickly before Mike gets back and I can steal the lot.
I got a random treasure hoard things to roll on. Treasure. Yep.
Yeah, I'm here.
No, I've not found anything. He seemed to be surprisingly empty of goods. I think the wolves robbed him.
The silver necklace has got a pearl set in it.
I can't spell pearl.
You have appraise.
I do at something. I have it at 20. Let's go. Nope, it's only 3.
You have no idea of its value. And let's see the rings. He's got 2 gold rings. Oops. One's got a green garnet, and the other is just a band, probably a wedding band, not worth much.
Oh no, he was married. His poor wife.
Green garnet. That's the band is 2 fishes holding the green garnet.
Well, that makes sense considering his job.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna write this shit down.
And then once I've secreted all that stuff in my waistcoat, I will use a shovel to dig a shallow grave for him.
Necklace.
This poor man, he came into this world with nothing, and he left with nothing. His worldly goods must have been thrown off the wagon. Or thrown from the wagon, even.
And the guards and the peasants are all happily patting their bags of salted fish and going, what a bounty we have gotten. It'll surely last the winter now.
So we're just stripping everything off the bodies and the wagon.
Yep.
Is there a chance, I know I'm pushing it because I'm robbing this dead body, of getting some oil that's not fish-based?
No. Nope.
What's that?
Well, I guess, what do you got? A spot. Roll your spot and see if you can find something of value that got thrown clear from the wagon. Because the wagon's...
Yeah. 001.
Right on. You find a couple of flasks of oil, 2 of them.
2 flasks of oil.
Well sealed.
Well, thank you much. Because then we can make torches and whatnot. So yeah, we help bury the bodies and strip what we can. Is there much flesh on the horse left, or was the horse just devoured?
Yeah, the horse is really devoured.
Okay.
Yep. There was a lot of wolves.
Oh. And then I'll head back with the other peasants, help store the stuff, and then get back to shoveling snow.
Okay. To the northwest along the forest line, about 100 yards away, you can see that there seems to be the presence of wolves, but none break cover.
Yeah.
Oh, they're there. It's boring work, being on the watch. Osloff, it's hard work shoveling all day.
Do I see the wolves as well?
No, but the good men on the wall tell you that there are wolves out there, but don't worry. If they break for cover, we'll get you covered with bows and arrows. We'll give you enough time to run around.
Oh, I've got various. Can I make an animal care roll to see if this is natural behavior for wolves?
Yes, you may.
No, I do not. I fail.
They would attack the farms at night. My neighbor, there was nothing left of him and his family the next morning. Just a smashed down door and a cold fire. Blood everywhere. That's one of the shovelers is telling you.
How long has this been happening?
Last couple of weeks.
Does that match up with? It's not going to match up with Boris, but does it match up with how long ago we were at Kenneth Moore's place?
Kenneth Moore, you were. You were at Arcanus Mall about 2.5 weeks ago.
Okay.
Considering all the traveling, but not the border town, but actually the Citadel. You were there 2.5 weeks ago.
Okay. So he may be pushing stuff.
So you guys have been alive in the campaign for 3.5, 4 weeks. You survived a month in Zoff. That's longer than Harry survived.
Poor Harry.
Too soon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I'll ask about, have they seen anything else? Any ghostly figures? Any 7-foot tall tribesmen? Or was it just
Someone says there's that's it. They're the wolves of the giants. They're coming to reclaim their lands. The dead giant kings have risen again.
Ted. Okay.
So they could be referring to Natal Hillman.
Yeah, obviously.
Boris wasn't a giant, was he? Boris was a normal-sized ghost person.
Yeah.
From the ziggurat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He wasn't Natal. He was Nath.
Okay.
Kingdom of Nath.
Well, we're gonna stay here and defend off a wolf attack and escape, or are we just gonna escape? I think we should help these people. I mean, we got hunters, we got archers, we got a company full of soldiers. We got a good chance of defending off this wolf attack. It'll get dicey, but if the fort falls, then we can flee in the chaos.
Okay, my little friend. It'd be nice to rest for a while.
Okay.
Can you do something to make the princess look uglier? With your
Yeah, that's a good idea.
disguising. Or
Yeah, I can disguise her.
punch her in the face and break her nose. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I got disguise skill, and I have my makeup kit.
Give her some,
I can turn into an ugly old hag,
Okay.
so we don't have a problem with.
just some red spots, maybe something. Nothing too scary.
Yeah, for the pox that she's got.
Mm. We don't overdo it because they might throw her out. We want her ugly enough not to have sex with, but not ugly enough to throw her out thinking she's a disease.
Yeah, I made my disguise roll.
Okay.
So that should at least just turn Varric off.
Not so much.
He ain't believing it. He ain't buying it.
Well,
here's the thing. He approaches you. Let's say it's a couple of nights later in the hall where everyone goes for dinner, big communal dinner. During the day, you're on your own, and a lot of people don't have food, so you're getting one meal a day at the hall. And Averic approaches you too and says that Vix, the one of the men from your team there, says that you travel with royalty. Don't you know I am royalty myself? Soon all this will be mine. And he's looking at your princess.
I'm gonna fast talk him and say, you get a threat of wolves coming, and you're just hearing a rumor. She travels with us as our maid and servant.
Okay.
And I made my fast talk roll.
Okay. Ah. Well, I guess that man's trying to make a fool of me. Where is he, Vix? He goes off looking for Vix. Doesn't see him in the hall. Make a fool out of me, and he goes out into the night and looking for Vix.
I've heard the wolves are back.
The wolves are not back yet.
Okay. And all these
I saw a fluffy tail.
You did, didn't you?
They're creeping in the dark.
Creeping dog.
Well, I know in the past couple of days we've been here, I've collected a few torches and extra arrows in my backpack,
Mm-hmm.
and some rations, some salted fish or whatever. So I've been stockpiling for a bug out. I'll be ready.
Yep. But on foot, I don't know.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get a wagon or a couple of horses
Yep,
To
the
get
horses
out.
are kept in the stable at night.
to get out of here.
How about a canoe?
Hunters go out during the day, scouting and looking, for wolf activity, and then hustle back before the sun comes down.
And what's our bearings? What direction do we have to go to get the princess back to her father?
Your guys are heading southwest from Gorod to Navdarak, and you're about halfway there. So, a 3 days journey to the town of Navdarak, of the kingdom of Vulav.
Does the creek head in that direction? And can we make canoes?
No, the creek heads southeast.
I'll
And
ask you
eventually,
again.
I guess, tie into that river south of Gorod.
Are you sure about that? You want to change your mind?
No, I'm looking
No,
at the map
sure.
right now.
No, we stay off the water. We need horses.
Are you sure what happened to Wanza? Even he couldn't evade the wolves on the horse.
Well, once we get out of here, the wolves are attacking the fort. So the wolves are not going to follow us.
Why not? They're just animals.
Well, they might follow us for a little ways, but they're not going to leave their territory.
Well, apparently we're opposite.
So we either got to sneak out of here, steal a couple horses, or we have to talk Eric into letting us leave.
I don't think they're holding us here.
No, I'm sure we can leave freely.
Salted fish ain't going with you, though.
No, but if he gives us a couple horses,
He's not going to give anything away. He's not giving anything away.
Well, then
Horses?
we'll
Want horses?
You thought
we'll
a bow was
then we'll have
expensive.
to go on foot
Go on foot, you'll be doomed.
and take our chances in the plains.
Hang on. Where's that gone? I do not know what to do.
What do you think? We should keep moving or stay here for the onslaught?
I don't think we can. I think we're safer here, but for how long, I do not know.
Well,
Oh,
those,
a horse is only 100 silver.
yeah, but he's not getting rid of them for any price at this point.
Which is just not. I thought it'd be way more than that.
Yeah, do you want to try to buy some horses off them with what you got?
Oh, I have no money. I'm poor.
Okay.
You're not flashing the pearl necklace.
Oh. What necklace?
Yeah, how much? Oh, by the way, private conversation. Oslop, how much money did you get off Wanza? You gotta split that with me 50-50.
I got 78 gold. No, it wasn't 75 gold. Right?
38 gold crowns.
That is a lot then. Sorry. 78 gold crowns, a silver necklace with a pearl setting, 2 gold rings, one a plain wedding ring or wedding band, and the other one has a green garnet surrounded by 2 fishes. Also, I had 2 flasks of oil.
Okay, so first we'll split the oil.
So 39 gold crowns each.
So it's 39 gold each.
And you can have the green garnet ring. That should be a bit with more with 2 fishes emblems.
I like the necklace. Unless you want.
Yeah, the gold necklace, silver necklace. Yeah, you can have the necklace. So I have the. I've written this all down the wrong place now. I have the plain band and 39 gold crowns. There you go. One oil. There we go. So you got 39 silver necklace and the gold ring with the green garnet.
Yep. Yeah,
Cool.
I got silver necklace, garnet ring, 39 gold.
I will give the gold ring to the princess and say, stick this on your finger so you look like a married woman.
Okay. She does
And
gratefully.
She's got some money as well. She needs to sell it to get rid of the band. There we go. Hopefully that should keep
You
some
say
of
a
the
horse
animals
is
and things.
100 silver? I mean, we can ask to buy the horse, 2 horses.
Where's my? Well, they should have a couple of horses extra because of the draft things from the caravan. So that's 4, but if they're willing to sell them or not is a different matter.
What you guys' bargain skill?
Mine is 20.
Oh, bargain skill? Mine's
Bargain.
78.
You want
What's
a
a
bargain for some horses?
Yeah, how much does a wagon cost? We get 2 horses in a wagon.
That'll slow us down, though, wouldn't it, wagon? We don't exactly got much.
Or Or should,
wagon.
just we do 2 horses?
What's the wagon gone? Can I see that a minute ago? A covered. Oh Jesus fucking Christ! A covered wagon is 1,000 silver pieces. Is a 2-wheeled cart a thing for horses or
No, they were pulling a 4-wheel cart.
4-wheel cart? A 4-wheel cart is 400 silver.
I don't know if we just want 2 horses.
What's the price on horses?
Horses were 100. Were they 100?
Yeah, 100 silver.
A riding horse is 100. A cart horse is 50. I can't read this top one. Sorry. Yeah.
He'll let the riding horses go. He'll sell you 2 for 700 silver.
Well, I guess I got to make a bargaining roll because we don't have that much.
Well, you don't know how much the necklace is worth or the garnet ring. But go ahead, make a bargain roll, see if you can talk them
Talk them
down.
down. 4.
Nice.
Oh, he was just kidding about his absorbent prices. He was just seeing what you had on you. But 400 silver for 2.
Yeah, I think we should take that.
Where did I? Sorry.
Because the gold piece is worth how much?
Oh,
10 silver? 10 silver or 100 silver?
20.
20?
20.
We should be able to come up with 400.
I don't know. 78 times 20. God, I gotta do maths now.
Oh, I got
No,
780.
you said 400, so it'd be 400 divided by 20.
That's true. 400 divided by 20 should be easy, right?
Yeah.
What would that be?
20.
5 each, so that's 25.
20, right?
20 for each 100 times 4 is 20.
Okay. So you hand over, and he gladly, his deal is done.
So
that's minus 10 gold for me and 10 gold for you.
each at 29 down to.
Or you can,
Oop.
me as well. 29.
I've got 29 gold and 6 silver.
Well, I got a lot of silver, but I'm not telling you
Right,
that.
right. That's the way it is. Right, okay. 6.
I mean, I could pay my share in silver. Well, I started the adventure with silver, so.
So I've got 2 horses. They don't seem to be coming. I'll ask around and say, have the wolves ever attacked during daylight?
No, they haven't.
No, we got to leave early in the morning once the wolves are gone.
And how often do they attack? Because we've been here at night with nothing yet, I think.
Yeah, you've been there one night. Now you're there on the second night.
I think so.
So this is night 2.
Hmm.
So no, in the
I have a horse.
when the snow is bad and the wind is howling, they come and try to find a way across the walls.
Do you have any? I never have enough table space.
And when we spend our nights, digging down the snowbank, during the day and digging down the snowbanks, and I'm up there with the archers defending the fort at night. So that's our job while we're here. So in the morning, once the wolves retreat, we'll take our leave of this fort and continue our journey.
There's not a skill that really works for weather prediction, is there?
No,
No,
but there's
a meteorologist can't even do that.
there's a wise woman.
What kind of game is this?
You know,
I'll ask the wise woman if she can tell us when the next storm is coming.
okay.
Tell me, old crone, oh hideous one, when is the next storm approaching? Here's a salted fish for your troubles.
I expect the last big storm of the winter to be here shortly, in a couple of days. The signs I can tell, the mountains, the way the clouds move around, they'll descend upon us. A couple of days.
So we need to go nowish then.
Yeah, if we can get out of here a couple of days, we'll miss the storm. And can the wise woman relieve some of my sanity points?
I'm not that kind of woman.
Sure. What are you going to give her? What are you going to offer?
Well,
Luckily, I've just come in.
I'll offer her a garnet ring.
Oh, she'll gladly attempt it.
My son.
Roll your what's your power attribute?
My power is 9, so that goes
45.
That
You
goes
gotta roll
against
45%.
luck. Yeah, 22, 45. I got a 27.
Nice.
Okay. How many did you lose?
I'm down to 7.
So that's 2.
Yeah.
Let's see how many you get back. You're either going to get 1 or 2. You get 1 back.
Okay, cool. I'll take it.
Oh. I remember giving my son a similar ring on his 18th birthday. I haven't seen him for a while. I wonder how he's doing.
All right.
He was
make
meant
it
to be visiting with fish.
So the next morning, you guys are planning on leaving.
Yep.
You're
Yeah.
packing up. That's when you notice that your pearl necklace is missing.
You mean my silver necklace?
Yeah, the silver necklace with a pearl on it.
A pearl.
I didn't know I had a pearl. Yeah, that's right. You said that. It's
It's
missing.
the one with the curse.
missing.
That one.
Someone took it in the middle of the night. They must have. You knew where you put it.
Well, that's kind of funny. I'll let them have it. Let's get the hell out of here.
Easy come, easy go.
You guys are funny.
We all know it's the princess. She's a kleptomaniac.
Yeah, and she's got it in her pocket anyways. That's the first thing that came to my mind, right?
Yeah, she's clean. She does has none. She just has the gold band that you gave her.
Yeah.
Well, I don't. That's strange. I don't remember.
I'm not going to start a fight over the necklace when we can get that. Just leave, you know?
Okay, the necklace is valuable.
Okay.
It must be, or otherwise someone wouldn't try to steal it. But I hear you.
Okay. Well, then I guess we got to find it. Oslop, someone stole my necklace. and I'm not leaving until I get it back.
But why? We have to leave before the storm hits. Did you not hear what the old woman said? The
Well.
wolves attack. It is but a mere trinket.
A mere trinket. That necklace is worth 2,000 gold pieces.
I don't know, you women and your shiny objects. Is it worth more than your life? Is it worth more than my life?
Oh, yeah.
It was a hideous thing. Leave it. It's not worth the trouble, man. Woman, sorry. My little friend, it's not worth the trouble. Do we know? So where are we?
They need that. Well, the thing is, we're going to need that necklace to get past the wolves.
I don't think you could bribe the wolves with necklaces.
Yeah, but they don't like silver. When we see the dire wolf, it's going to ward them off.
Where are we sleeping? Are we sleeping in the main hall or?
Yeah, you guys sleep in the main hall at night.
I will roll spot 50. I fail my spot, so I do not notice anything around our sleeping area.
Gotcha.
Oh, I've got track, haven't I? Got a bump on that. Let's use that bumpy skill.
What are you going to track? What are you trying to
26. Is there any footprints nearby? Muddy footprints?
A lot. Every night there's a feast.
Is there anything near Sorry sleeping area? Was someone smoking cigarettes just beforehand? It's a Turkish blend, very rare.
Well, somebody probably hid the necklace somewhere.
Well, I guess there's traces of I guess boot prints. Someone squatting over your stuff. Would have been squatting over your stuff. Rummaging through.
These big footprints, small footprints, man footprints, woman footprints. What direction do they go? Huh?
Boots rather large.
Yeah, Varric stole the necklace. I knew he did it.
I don't know. There's just too much.
How did somebody even know that we had it? Well, they went through our stuff and they just took what they found. All right. Well, it's time to search the room for concealed doors. Because this person obviously got in and out silently.
Well, I'm guessing there's just people in and out all the time if we're in the Great Hall.
Oh, in the Great Hall at night, everything's locked up. The Eric, Varric, his wife, house guard.
Oh, okay.
And the place isn't opened up till the morning. So it'd have to happen sometime at night when the place was closed up.
Yeah. So there's a concealed door around here somewhere. Yeah, some little worm tongue or something's going in and out of.
Well, the footprints are that the muddy tracks that were left by your stuff were big. Nobody's small.
So it must be a big concealed door.
Or it's like you say, Varric. I'm guessing he's got access to here day or night.
Yeah, the family sleeps upstairs. Upstairs, there's in the middle, somewhere in the ceiling, maybe not dead center because there's that grilling thing. Maybe that gives the heat, yeah. And it's ladders. They climb up at night, ladders and pull the ladders up type of shit. And that's where the royalty sleeping quarters are.
apart from going up to them and accusing them, I don't know how we can get this back. Are you really attached to it? Sorry.
No, I can leave it. It's just it's probably just best to go.
Don't you worry. I'm sure if we join another caravan, that person too will die, and
Because
we can rob their
because
body.
it was just rolled up with the caravan leader anyways on the stuff we found. I don't know if it was ever planted there or what. It's 50-50, and I don't really know if I want to start a fight with these people.
It doesn't seem wise to. Well, put it down to a sacrifice to the gods, and maybe they'll buy us a bit of luck on the journey out of here.
Stick to the quest.
Okay. You're gonna leave.
Crack of dawn.
At dawn, yes. Yeah. Well, this is all. It's morning time. It is the dawn. You're going having this discussion when you find out some of your shit's going.
Just a necklace.
So you sort that out. Return back to the regular trail, heading southwest. Your 3 days, all good. If good weather holds, it'll take you 3 days to get to Narvdek. Osloff, let's get a track roll. Make sure you stay on the trail.
12, yes.
Okay, very good. And in the evening, how are you setting up camp?
Can we keep going?
No, we gotta stop and rest. We've been on the trail for 3 days.
Forced march. I mean, there's no reason you can't do a forced march. You just have to. I guess you'd have to make a track and a stamina roll.
Take it in turns. So, yes, I would like to get at least the first part as much distance as possible from the fort.
Okay, make an additional track roll.
Oh, dear. Quick, talk me out of it. No, 80.
You've lost.
We're already 3 days out with no wolves and stuff, so we cleared the fort, and the area of the fort was being attacked. So
We're just 1 day out. We just got to the night time.
Yeah,
no, I thought we were already 3 days.
You're out. It's the first day out. Osloff says we got to keep going. He fucked up his track roll, so it's the middle of the night. And Osloff, you know you're off the trail. You've been off the trail for a while. That's when you hear the howling.
Can I do a?
The princess clutches you. What is it? What is that? Is that the sound of wolves? We're doomed.
Can I do an intelligence roll to get back on the trail?
What's your intelligence?
13.
Let's see.
So that'd be difficult. That'd be a 32.
Yeah, at least that.
At least.
No, we're on the trail. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
I failed it.
Yeah, you won't know. Get your bearings really until the morning when you see the sun rise over, from the east.
Just need to keep going.
And the howling is getting closer and closer, and the wind has picked up, and the snow is starting to fall.
That bloody old woman, she lied.
And now the howling it seems to be coming from two directions, from in front of you and behind you.
I get my oil out, stuff a rag in it.
What are we gonna do? Start a big fire? Keep the wolves at bay?
I'm doing the cliche of throw oil at it and burn it. I don't know. I've even though I'm a hunter, I've got a strange idea of a Molotov cocktail. I don't know where it came from. That idea must have been it in a parchment.
Okay.
So are we going through like all forests or just plains
Let's
or
roll that. You're in a hilly area.
any caves?
Let's see. I'm going to roll. See
Yeah.
what some of your natural features.
Oh, ow. What's spot?
Right now, you're in a dell. I actually think I need to look that up. What exactly a dell?
Yeah,
is.
I'm not sure what that
No.
is either.
It sounds
Dell
English,
is a-
though, Mark. Come on.
A dell is a small grassy valley.
Ah, okay.
A small grassy valley.
Well known for cave systems and small fortresses.
No. Yeah, you'd be. You'd have to get out of there to get some cover in the trees if you were looking for that. But there you go.
Quickly, we must
Small,
get out of this
retired
dell.
valley. Which I guess the dell would be if it's a valley, there's some high ground a bit.
Come on.
Right?
The lower village is the dell.
There's a small valley. Dell or dale? Very good.
Try that one.
I'm a bit of a geography expert.
Excellent. I put that dice back because that's wrong high as well. What fool led us into this dell? We're doomed.
And so the sound of the wolves are coming from, like they're coming on either end of the valley.
Well, we got to get to the high ground so I can use my bow.
Yeah. So
Get a high ground advantage.
we move to the high ground.
Okay, near the top, there's some boulders. The horses are really nervous. Pretty open. There's no trees on the top. The wind is howling now, and you hear wolves in the dell, and then they eventually figure out your trail and are coming up.
I do have animal care. Could I think of something to disguise our scent? I have no idea if that is a real thing in life, but
Disguise your scent. Go ahead and roll.
come on, 30. No, 67. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, the only thing that comes to mind is maybe sending the horses off.
Well, yeah, I thought about that, but I just bought the darn thing.
So do we climb the boulders, hobble the horses, and then just...
Yeah, we're going to have to loose the horses so the wolves eat the horses and stop chasing us. And we go over the hilltop and keep moving. And hopefully
Okay.
the wolves stop.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea, right? Big smelly horses in fear, they go running off in one direction. You guys go the other direction.
Yeah.
Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. I like it. I like it a lot.
Because they're smelling the horse anyway.
Mhm.
I'm rolling stealth, which I pass. So yeah, I'm gonna stealthy.
Yeah, you have some advantage in stealth, especially in this bad weather too. With the
I'm
princess
one with the.
watching you close.
Oh, yeah.
Don't leave me. It's cold. It's freezing. I'll be lost.
Your father better pay us a lot of money for this. You've been in a lot of trouble.
And the wolves are, you can hear them off chasing the horses, and then their voices are lost in the wind. And
That's 20 silver. I'm not going to see it again soon.
you still can't shake the feeling that you're being followed.
That Arcaneth Maul, he's using his dark sorcery against us, no doubt.
I just hope it's not a hillman, or it's like a big wolf, or it could be the hunters. Or it's probably Varric. Varric was probably the guy that gathered the damn wolves to begin with to take over the throne of his father.
But would he risk sending the wolves after us?
Well, originally he was going to use the wolves to topple his father's reign, but now he's got an eye for the princess, so he's pursuing us.
You come
Damn it,
across.
woman.
Oh, go ahead. Keep on talking.
No, I'm just blaming the princess for being too beautiful.
Well, what's the woman to do?
Why couldn't you have been ugly like my wife?
You come upon a hot spring in the cold waste, and that is where you hear the growling and snarling of wolves all around you. They're not howling, but they've definitely got you circled. And then out of the dark, a hulking shape. And it looks like would be a not tall hillman, but he's stripped to the waist. Nothing but a loincloth. The princess. I come for the princess.
Yeah, Varric is like a werewolf or something like that. We're gonna have to take him out.
You don't really recognize him. Oh, on his belt, he's got the head of Vix with his hair tied to his loincloth. You hadn't seen him in a couple of days.
No, it's Vix. Vix is the damn problem. I thought it was Varric.
We're all a problem. But Varric did steal your shit.
Yeah, I know it did.
So the fault is Nimble, or at least less people in it.
And he starts to change. His hands are turning into claws, and his face is pushing out. I will feast on your guts.
Well, while he's changing and the process is changing, I'm going to hit him with 2 arrows.
Okay.
Open up. Hit.
That's the wrong dice.
3 points of damage.
Total?
Yeah.
Uh,
He's in the process of changing. That's another hit. and 3 points of damage.
Okay. You sink 2 arrows in him. He completes his transformation and he springs at you.
Initiative.
I'm
Initiative.
17.
Yep. Let's roll some initiative. Let's see. Okay.
17.
Ooh,
15.
good together.
Oslov, what do you get?
I'm 17 as well.
Okay. What are you two heroes doing? What's up, heroes?
I'm throwing the oil. I'm going to light it and throw it at him.
Okay. Light it and roll it and throw it. Throw it and roll it.
What am I using for throw?
Athletics.
Athletics. Thank you much. 50. Oh, 12.
Nice. Splash him with oil. Flaming oil.
You can take the princess over Sari's dead body.
Gee, thanks.
I'm open to negotiation. Oh yeah, it was fire damage.
Nothing in this whole book about fire.
Should be. Cthulhu's got fire.
I know it does, but the big book, if it's not in the index, it's going to take me a little bit of time, right? Look at Magic World. Does Magic World got an index within where fire would be found in the book? Fire, page 87. Look at that.
Ooh, is it 1d10?
Okay, roll a 1d6.
1d6. Oh, hang on. 1d6. 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 Jesus, that's square dice. 4.
Okay. Sorry, what would you like to do?
I'm going to hit him with my axe.
Okay.
And I hit. Six points.
Nice.
Sinks in deep. Blood goes everywhere, but it's still up. And it tries to rend you with its claws.
Oh, I'll get the thing out. What's me?
Which one? Who's he attacking?
You. Sorry.
Fucker.
And got a 13. You can't parry this. It's using its claws. You're going to have to try to dodge.
Okay. I roll my dodge. And I dodge.
Okay. The whistling death goes by.
Whistling Death. That's a cool name.
I don't have a parry skill anyway, so it's basic skill.
It's off your same skill as your weapon, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, obviously you can't parry with a bow, but you have other
No,
weapons.
my dodge is better. So
Okay. Let's roll initiative again. 19.
20.
Was it 1d10 again, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yep.
So I got a 10, 26.
Oslov.
I'm Speedy Boy. I will run away. No. I'll run up next to Sari. Spine breaker. Oh, 001 in your face, wolf boy.
Woo! Woo-hoo-hoo!
Critical fumble and critical hit.
Look at that.
In one night.
Oh, there you go. Look at the lovely handwriting.
So what's your max damage you can do?
1d6 plus 1 with the short sword, and I don't have any damage bonus, so 7.
Okay. Where do you intend to strike?
I'm going to strike it in its very nuts.
Oh my gosh.
That's awful.
Hopefully for Dog Boy it is, yeah.
It's still a bleeding wound.
It's a bad one. Yeah. No, that and the fire still on the oil on its body. It slumps over and falls into the hot spring.
Oh my gosh.
Groans and is dead. It's
Parboiled.
transformed back into the Natal Hillman that it was.
Oh, hang on, I better start. I
We
forgot
got
to tick
so-
things.
We got so lucky on that. We were about to get killed.
Don't forget to tick your skills that you use, because I forgot to do it myself.
Yeah, because your weapon skills were only doing half damage because it's a werewolf.
Oh
type thing.
shit.
But he managed to whittle it down enough.
Oh, athletics.
All right.
And then it's the flaming oil. I had to the flaming oil was the thing. Mark's killer blow got it down to the killer
Don't take it.
blow. The burning. I rolled some more damage from the burning oil. That put it over the top and killed it.
I was stupid because I forgot about the spring. I'm on fire. There's water. Ha ha. Damn
It
it.
falls into the hot spring, so no hot tubbing tonight, I wouldn't think.
And then do we push it and go, come on, wolves. Come on.
Oh, they
No.
slink off. They slink
Yeah.
off from their master.
I'm-
Lane. And then there's Vix's head bobbing in the hot spring that came loose from the.
Yeah. That's 2 arrows I'm not getting back.
Mm-hmm.
Look, he's still got the silver necklace around his neck. the stump.
Now Vix didn't take it.
Oh, sorry. Damn it.
No, Varric took the.
But how did Vix come in contact with this guy? What's that all about?
Six. Not sure what. Underline his name. Find out.
I don't know. We're going the other way anyway. So.
I'm going to assume that our horses are gone.
Gone. Yep. You're walking it. You're hoofing it.
Where's that gone? The fucking skill gone. There we go. I roll a 19, hopefully trying to get us back on track.
That's good. You do get yourself back on track.
And I deny ever getting lost to Sari.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it was cold. We needed some water, so, you know. I'm a master huntsman, you know. Yeah, can we... I know we've got snow on me, I suppose that's fine. Do we need any more water?
You always need water, right?
Yeah, we fill up from the spring. Oh, no. If able, I will fill up from the spring.
No, we got snow.
Did the Natal Hillman vampire werewolf thingy, it was just loincloth, nothing else on him?
Yeah, that was it. Tattoos.
I
During
don't
the
know.
day, you come across an old, worn, overgrown pile of rocks and stones.
What have you got us into, woman? A bad man? Did you see it? He was a werewolf. A shape changer. I don't think we will be ever free of Arcaneth Mall.
I hope so.
We must make all haste to Novadrock.
At the pile of stones overgrown, have carvings and things on them, and it's like a good place to have lunch. And the retinue of four men at arms and a well-dressed lad, young man, comes through the woods, approaching the pile of stones. Hail there! What brings you to the western reaches? Are you on pilgrimage too?
No.
Yeah, we're fleeing a threat of wolves in the
The
northern
wolves
waste.
and a scourge on the land. But we're here to do a blessing at the old standing stone to get the gods' favor. Join us. Join us.
Okay, but before we join you, we had defeated the leader of the wolves, and the wolves are now retreating.
Oh, really? What leader? What leader of the wolves? What do you speak of?
His name was Vix.
Currently
Next.
polluting the sacred pond.
The sacred pond? The hot tears of God. You've found that?
I think we should just move on, to be honest. This seems like some kind of GM thing to keep us here. I'm very suspicious of these random people appearing all the time.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, go to the hot springs. You'll find him with all his treasure and his hoards and his corpse. And
Come
his
on
head.
in, let's follow the trail before it gets windblown. The hot tears of our Lord pools can be found. Oh, good day. What a great day. Starts beating on a tambourine. They're on horses. They keep on going. If you want the guards' favor, clear off the brush and the overgrowth here at the standing stones, and you'll have great luck.
Could you tell us point us in the direction of Navdarak, please?
Yes, just follow our trail. We'll lead you back to the road and where you
upon
look to be.
I forgot. Was it Fort Kenning? Kenning? What did I write it down?
Kinway.
Kingway. If you head that way, just mention us. They will. Got plenty of salted fish.
That is a ways.
We're just travelers. Yes. So we
Travelers in the wilderness. Well, you're lucky to still have your skins. This plague of wolves.
Yes, we've lost our horses. Damn luck. But we're on our way to Navdarak, so we wish you luck in your task, and we must go. I don't want to be out here another night.
Oh, you'll be out here another night, but you're close. Unless you want to do what you did last time and go on another 4th March at night.
No, because apparently that's a terrible idea. I mark the stars and the sun and what have you, and get out a sextant.
Yep.
Ooh, my computer's gone weird. There we go.
So eventually, you do safely reach the busy trading town of Navdarak. On foot. I guess you do got some gold, don't you? So you're not destitute.
No, we have some. Yeah. So is
Oh,
it proper?
Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, is it? So this is like a proper town. It's a.
Yeah. Yep. It's
Okay.
Yep. It's probably there's two proper towns in Vulov, the Kingdom of Vulov. You've been to the one on the river. Garod, and now Navdarak is their second. And that does trade with all the way, I guess you can have trade all the way to Nath and down into Tarim and Lamu.
Yeah, because we're going to the move, aren't we?
But the road out of Navdarak goes due south to the steppes of Sarnad and the frontier of Tarim, the kingdom of Tarim. The more direct route would be going southwest over the mountains, but you'd want to know that there's a trail or a pass. Otherwise,
Dangerous.
Well, I think I've had enough of mountains.
Let us find an inn, and then we can ask around.
We're at we out to town now?
yep, you made it to Navdarak.
Oh, thank the Lord.
The smell of wood smoke and humans.
Yep, you find the inn. What's your guys' power? One is 45. What's yours, Olaf?
My base is 11.
Okay,
So 55 easy and 28 hard.
you need to roll a 55 or less to not go on a carousing debauch. And sorry, you have to roll a 45 or less to not go on a carousing debauch.
Oslaf is beer, beer, beer.
I got a 19.
Okay? Keep your.
You can look after the princess. I rolled 86. I'm getting pissed. Ray!
Okay, and then both of you reduce your wealth by 25%.
25%? You
Yep, a quarter of it's gone.
making us do a
And
percentile? Now I got to do math.
yeah, I know it's a little bit of a bitch. I know.
No, I got it. I'll do it. 'Cause I got
Okay.
It's 2020
Oswald,
times.
give me a percentile roll.
21.
20 equals.
Hang on. 005.
148.
You boasted of your constitution to the crowd at the inn. Roll a d6.
D6.
Divided by
4.
An eating contest. You got yourself in an eating contest.
Bring on the pies.
Okay, let's see. This is going to be Constitution. Let's see what this guy's constitution. The guy that you get in a contest with his Constitution is 11. Ooh, 17. Ooh. What's your Constitution?
My constitution is. I just looked at it and I can't see it again. 10. So 10, easy 50, hard 25.
Okay, he rolled a 20.
Please.
Roll percentile dice. I'm just trying to come up with a winner.
50.
Ah! You beat him.
Ugh.
You ate the roast boar before you finished his slab of roast boar.
Man versus food.
It.
Because I was doing it. He had a higher. Yeah, you just got closer to. You got higher, even though he had a better skill than you.
So it's like
You rolled a 20, you rolled a 50.
close
right?
enough without going over.
Yeah, without going over. That's kind of how you do an opposed roll. One of the ways to do an opposed roll.
See
All
you.
that greasy boar meat definitely gives you gut rot in the runs.
I live in the wild. I've always got gut rot in the runs. God, straight to diarrhea.
Okay.
Good show, youngling, but I've been out in the wild starving, so there's no real contest.
And I don't think any of you guys, well, sorry, you can try to get your sanity back. Make another roll. If you get 45 or less, let's see if your sanity from your night's drinking revives you from that, from the horrors.
71.
Nope.
Yeah, but I didn't go out debauchering.
No, it's when you get into town, it's not
It's
so much.
both.
It's mandatory. You just have to roll to make sure you don't fuck up. Like if you fail the roll, I got a carousing fumble table that I roll on.
Oh, okay.
And so, but you still spend money. You guys can't go into a town without spending money.
Okay. That's okay. I minus my 25%, so I'm still good.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Oh, let me learn the rolls.
I had to convert it from gold all into silver. And then I minus my 25%. Which is the amount you have times 0.25.
I don't know if I did it right then.
It tells you how much you lost, and then you minus that from your original total. And
Yep. What skills have you used this session?
I've actually been putting tick marks next to every skill I used and how many times I've used it. So
Okay,
where
just
would you like to
using
start? For an example, would you like me to go first, Oswald?
Yeah, no worries, mate.
So you learn how this experience in this game works?
Yeah, okay.
I've used my bow and hit 5 times.
Okay. Roll percentile dice, and if you get over it, you get another 10% to your bow skill.
Over it? Everything's under. Now you're going over.
Yes, because it gets harder to go over the better.
Okay, I get you.
That's
Makes
just
sense. Yeah. No, I missed my bow skill.
Okay, what else?
My battle axe skill I used once.
Go ahead.
And I rolled over it.
Okay, your
Rolled
battle
an
axe
80. My
goes
skill
up
was
10%.
77. I rolled an 80.
Yep. So you got 87 now.
So I got 87 now. Okay. Let's do this one at a time here. That's going to come in handy. Okay, the next one is my dodge. I used one successful.
Okay, roll that.
My dodge is 82. And I rolled a 99.
Right, you got a dodge of 92 now.
I always had the worst rolls in the past few weeks. But these dice are starting to come around now. Okay, my next one was my disguise.
Yeah, you did well on that.
Successful.
Roll that.
Yeah. My disguise is 83. I rolled a 18.
So no improvement on that.
No improvement on that. I used my bargain
That's right. You did successfully there. Let's see if you can prove that. So it was a good
I'm
skill.
I'm starting to figure this game out here. My bargain is a 78. I rolled a 45.
So nothing there.
Nothing there. I used my fast talk,
Yes, you did. You were busy,
which is
little
78,
midget. Busy little pygmy.
and a 43. So there is no improvement there.
Okay.
And that is it. So I improved 2 skills.
That's pretty awesome.
And
Encore?
I'm down to 10 arrows. Put them in 10 so I can buy some more arrows.
Yep. You can do that.
Those are the skills I use. All right, Osloff, your turn.
Short sword. I failed 99. That's an improvement of 10%.
Oh no, you want to get high.
Hi.
I rolled 99.
Yeah, that's an improvement.
That's an improvement.
My skill is 54.
You try to roll over your skill for improvement.
I did.
Because as it constantly improves, it gets harder to do that.
I did. I rolled 99.
Okay, add 10% to whatever skill you rolled against.
Oh, wait, I thought you said 10 points. You said 10%.
10 points is 10%. 10%, 10 points, same thing.
Okay, gotcha.
Because it's on the T100.
It's confusing. So is it just plus 10, is it?
Yep.
So that's 64 for that. And where's my character sheet gone? I also did animal care.
Mm-hmm.
I rolled over by 1, 31.
Okay, add
30.
10% to that. You're at 41 now.
And athletics, I rolled 11, so another 10. I did knowledge nature, apparently. No, I didn't. That's a lie. That's a lie. Where's the other tick? There we go. Stealth. 87, so it's another 10 because I've got 60 in it. And last was track 61. No,
Okay.
I failed that one.
Well, there you go. That's the improvement for today's session.
Thank you much.
Well, Jay, you know your math is flawed.
How?
10 points is not 10%.
Well, no, you're adding 10 points.
It's because the skills are in percentages, so
Add another 10. I know what you're doing. You're
using
not adding
a battle axe of 77. 10 is not 10% of 77.
I know.
10% of 77 is 7.5.
I get where you're
Or
coming
7.7.
from.
Yeah.
But
it's what used to confuse the shit out of me in Cthulhu because it's all percentages. You go, is it a percentage of the percentage or just like your skill is 50%? So 10% is just adding 10.
I'm sorry, I'm a professional mechanic. I read slide rulers all day, okay? I know what the numbers are.
the following the trade road to Lamu is about 17 days from Narvik. What are you guys thinking? How are you going to do this? On foot? On horseback? You got the money for it? What are you thinking?
I got the money for a riding horse, but that's it. How much money you got left, Oslo?
I'll probably done this probably wrong, but I've got 21 gold and 6 silver.
Okay, convert that on to gold, on to silver is the first thing. So 21 times 20.
It's 420 silver.
Yeah.
So 426 silver.
And you still have, Princess has a ring, and I think you still have some type of jewelry.
No, I just gave her the ring, so she could pretend to be married.
Well, you took the garnet ring with the fish on it.
Yeah, I gave it to get a Sandy point.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Thank you
The
for
useless wise woman, allegedly.
Yeah, to the wise woman. Might be back there in about 10 years. Who knows? She still has it. So we got money. We got enough money. We could buy horses, riding horses. As far as weapons go, I need to buy like another 2 arrows, so I'm back up to 12.
Yeah.
How much does an arrow cost? Or do I buy a whole quiver?
Did he have? Let's look. Camping, lodging, private clothing.
I don't know. I never saw arrows in the Elric Stormbringer book, but I can find that out before
No.
next time.
Yeah,
Because it's either I mean, arrows aren't at club.
because I put 2 arrows in the wolf man and he fell into the hot spring, so I'm not getting them back. So I'm down to 10 arrow.
No, I can't see. Hunting bow.
We got money.
You shot 2 from in front of the fort.
Yeah, but while I was up on the top of the fort, you said the barrels were full of arrows, so I I restocked.
Yep.
I'm gonna have a good meal, which is that's down to 421. I'm gonna have a good night's sleep in a lodging place. I think I can find lodging. Right, nice. Hatchet shield. Good meal. I'm gonna go to sleep on the floor. 18, 19.
Well, the princess wants to be put up in a room.
You've got your own money, dear. No. Oh yeah. Well, how much is room? Jeez, I need glasses again. Dormitory, shared room, private room. 40. I'll give her 50 silver.
Okay. She gets a private room.
And just get food and stuff. 379. I think that's right. A small tent is 200 silver. You must be having a laugh. God.
It only holds 1 person.
Yeah. Keep you warm at night, though.
I think you're looking at the wrong book.
I will minus. I'm going to buy some flint and steel.
Mm-hmm. Always good to have.
So that's 69. I'm running out of paper here. How are we for rations and stuff? Lamp oil.
You got none on you.
Yeah.
You got to stock up on food.
Well, do you want to do that now or out of game?
I say, I sleep outside and eat wild plants. So.
And that's how you got that necklace stolen.
Yep.
Sleeping
Yeah,
like an animal.
Let's figure it out now. Let's spend your coin.
I'm gonna need more paper.
All right, what were we using? I like the basic fantasy equipment list.
Oh no,
Yeah,
Jay has done one.
I gave it's in the character guide.
Why the hell is a small tent customer? I think that was a typo.
Well, you're in a
Small
different
tents are
world.
not 200. Small tents 20.
You're in a different world.
You're on course.
You're in the world of
We're in a more expensive world.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Let me bring up the what do you call it? The new basic rule. First draft.
I don't think I got the equipment in there yet.
Don't want to buy any of that.
Where the hell I put it? I think
Oh, fuck me. A longbow, 750. I've got to stop swearing, sorry. 750 silver.
Yep, for a longbow.
Jesus. I'm just
longbow's really powerful.
Yep. And they're difficult to make. It takes a craftsman to make one.
Crossbow's not.
Savage Sword game rules. That's the is this it? Yeah, the open office file.
Yeah, that one I don't think. I don't think that one's got
That's
the
the right
equipment on
one?
it yet. No.
Let me look at the properties.
I can't remember what it was called.
DOCX file. I think
Yeah, that one's
for
not going to
the,
have equipment list. I haven't added it back in yet. But I'm opening it right now. The one that the last one that I did that has the equipment list.
V3.
was it on Discord? Did you post it on Discord?
Yeah, that one's got.
Yeah.
Yeah, it opened up for me in Open Office.
Yep.
Yeah, V3 Adventures in the Realm of Savage Sword.
It says Savage Sword Game Rules 3.0 DOX.
That one's not going to have an equipment list in it yet.
Oh, okay, so I'll close that. Yeah, I think you did an update on that.
Yep, and that's just the what I call the character creation guide. 2.3.
Oh, I should have done that.
2.3 PDF.
Yep, that one's got the equipment guide at the back at the end of the document.
Okay, that's the one I need.
I think I'll go out and buy some leather armor if I can find an armorer.
Yep, you can get that in this frontier town. Yep.
So that's 269. So I've got the
I
armor.
don't touch the weapons list. Okay.
Need hammer. So how many silver to bronze? Bronze equals 20 silver. That's stuff with silver off. Get some candles. Not candles. Torches. 5 torches. I'll just knock a silver for that. 269. That's 268.
It's still too way much for a small tent.
Canoe. And let's knock another 40 off for the princess. She's got. She can get meals and stuff. Right. I'm down to that much. 228 silver. I bought myself some leather armor.
Nice.
And 5 torches, and then meals, and there's not another 10 off for meals and stuff. 218 now. Not spending money buying rat on a stick. We could buy a hovel for 500. That's 500 bronze. And that's 200 bronze to 20 equals 20 silver.
1 bronze, you can buy a loincloth.
So that was 50 silver. We go shopping. Let's give the princess. She's got the clothing still. Boots, sandals, trousers. Here you go, princess. Have a loincloth. It's all the rage. Does she know how to use a dagger?
Yes, she does.
Really?
Yeah. Yep,
No, sorry. Sorry, I'm looking at the prices. Sorry. 100 silver for a dagger.
Yep. It's not D&D, man. Shit costs money.
broadsword, cudgel. No, don't get with dirk. Oh, I could give her a dirk. That's 10.
Well, dirk is a dagger, right?
Well, it's kind of a really small
Yeah.
one.
Just
It's
1d4.
not well crafted like a dagger. A dagger is like iron forged, ching ching,
218, 28.
and done
Get
by a
up.
smith. A dirk is just like anyone can make it. They took a piece of wood, they wrapped some wire around the
Well-
metal shank and filed it against a rock.
It comes from Scotland, so we're not expecting much, are we, to be honest?
No, we are not.
Hey.
I get the princess a dirk, because she's got some protection. If anybody comes, just stab them in the giggles. Oh, how much did the... Look at me in my nice shiny leather armor. I'm all squeaky and creaky.
Hmm.
Armor. How much does the armor put in? See, I'm civilized, sorry. I'm not walking around in bones. 1d6 plus... Oh, 1d6 minus 1. Okay. 1d6 minus 1. Is that how you say for combat? How encompassing is my leather armor? Is it just a chest thing? Is it leggings, head? Well, no, not head, I suppose. Just body and
Everything but, I guess, your head. You need a separate helmet for
Mm.
that, but it gives you 1d6 minus 1 random protection.
random. Okay, cool.
And if you throw on a helmet, I think I'm giving you at least you get 3.
One more point. Well, when I got my helmet, you gave me one more point.
Okay.
helmet is 3.
Yeah.
And a great helmet.
I originally added 2 points, but you said no. You just give me 1.
Right, that's it, Jay. We have to start all over again. Go right back to the start right now. Go right back now.
Yeah. Well, I'll think about that. How I want the helmets to work. But I thought the thing with the helmet, since it's variable damage
Hit
protection,
shots.
if you wear a helmet, you're always going to have like a certain amount that would get
That makes
deflected.
sense.
Yeah, you're talking about hit locations.
Hmm.
Mhm. And I really only want to roll hit locations when there's like a killing blow.
Like
A
crits and
critical.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. And so we have some narrative fluff to work off of.
Yeah, so if like I get a critical, or if someone rolls a critical on me and the hit location is head, well, I got a helmet. Then I would get like the +3.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I got you.
Because that can be the difference between life and death.
Yeah.
Or consciousness and unconsciousness, at least.
Yeah, are we dead at 0 or unconscious at 2 or
You can be unconscious at 2, definitely. I'll probably throw in you got to make a stamina roll to keep your feet. And at 0, you're fucking dead.
dead?
And it's like to the
We're
gates
not
of
going to Stalingrad.
I got rules of play for Stalingrad 42.
Oh, cool. Oh, Glance is quite good, apparently.
Yeah. This one is this is April to August. So case blau.
It seemed
From
a
the
good
beginning,
idea.
Fredricus on. And
Do you watch Tick, the history guy? Tik.
no,
He's very
No.
good.
he's good for World War II stuff.
Yeah, he did a huge Stalingrad thing, and I think Operation Compass. This is the Africa thing.
Nice.
He throws some weird politics in, but
Uh-huh. I got the first book I got from Glance, The Battle of Kursk. I mean,
okay.
and this is this is dry stuff, but I love it. This is the facts because he got since perestroika or whatever, a lot of information was available to scholars from Russia, from Russia's
Ah,
archive.
okay.
And so they were able to fill in a lot of blanks. And yeah, the Russians kept on feeding shit in. They just kept on feeding shit. They had the manpower and the material. And the Germans, didn't, to a certain extent.
That's it. No manpower, no resources.
Yeah, like reading the To the Gates of Stalingrad. The old history is that Paulus and his armies, they just rolled right in all the way to Stalingrad. No, they were under constant fucking battle all the way to the gates of Stalingrad.
And the Russians went, "Do you know what? We're going to let them come in because
Yeah,
we've got several armies to surround them later on, so don't worry about it."
Yeah, and
from
the
the
Germans
north,
didn't have any
The Ronez,
food.
I guess, was
or
the sore
fuel.
spot. They just kept on hammering from the north. And German high command was like, they don't got much. Fuck them.
It's okay, as long as you get a radio and saying you're now a field marshal. That makes it all
Yeah.
better.
And then I have
No
got
field
a
marshals.
Kickstarter, which is a really nice game, Stalingrad, Verdun on the Volga.
Okay, that's a good
Battle of
title.
the city itself. Really elegant game, really nice, really approachable.
Because it's going to be a difficult one to do in a game, I thought. There's so many moving parts and
Well, this one's area control, simplifies, the units you have. You have infantry, you have armor, and artillery. That's pretty much it. But I've noticed in like modern war games, the creators gotten better at, instead of making all these cases and special situations, having the rules kind of overlap to create an effect.
okay.
And it stands out when you start to play, and you're like, oh, that's pretty elegant. That's nice. But you got to be a fucking war game freak like me to appreciate it.
How much? I don't do it, but yeah, streamlining is always good, as long as you still get the flavor of the game.
Yep. That was gorgeous too.
I can't remember who was meant to release Stalingrad now. Oh, the police are coming to get you.
Well, this is half the map of Volga city, areas outside the city, and got a winter scene on the back if you like, which I like. I like the winter one.
Oh, okay.
And oh yeah, the when I say like interesting things that they add. Here's the other one.
So you got they got was that the river at the bottom? Okay.
Yep. But and I guess I got this from Turning Point Stalingrad, the classic Avalon Hill game, but they call it the Sunset Die, which you don't know when that's going to come up, but it switches from like day to night, and the Russians have a bit of an advantage at night. So,
okay, makes sense.
Someday I'll play it with somebody.
Oh,
I like Stalingrad 42 because it's got a big fucking. I play it on Vassal. It's got this big fucking map, and you're just moving divisions across big swaths of country.
so I'm no good at that. I always forget what things do, and I forgot all these divisions here. Whoops, daisy.
Oh, yeah. You go back, and it's it can be painful. But the Stalingrad Verdun on the Volga is pretty contained, and it's a grind.
Well, makes
It's just like
that's realistic then.
Can't just blow your way through. All right, guys, great game. I'll see you in a couple of weeks.
So much? Yeah, I enjoyed that. It was fun.
All right.
Bit of everything, really, didn't we?
All right, all. See you
Yeah,
later.
no, I do this because it's a challenge for me, guys. This type of play is a challenge.
Well, we did shopping. We got supernatural. We got strange things going on in the fort, and we're still being hunted.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, right. Awesome.
We haven't
Well,
escaped.